Alright, we're back with another 40K, Warhammer 40K game. We got Chaos, so I'm playing versus Tyranids, which Volander's playing. 1860 points. Go over my list first. Got a squad of 10 cultists. A rhino with plague marines in them. Two plasma guns. Got a Mauler Fiend. It's my Mauler Fiend guy. Here I got some bikes. Got a Chaos Lord on a bike. Mark a Nurgle. Let's get him out. He's got the Burning Brand of Skeletrax and a Lightning Claw. And there's 3 more bikes. 2 of them have melted guns. I'm sorry. Yeah, melted guns. 2 more rhinos, each one with 9,000 suns in them. And there's a Sorcerer in them. Mark of Disease level 3 has Doombolt, Hallucination, and Terrify. And then on my boons table, I was able to get 4 boons because I got this. There's this one boon where it's rolled D3 plus 1 extra boons, and I got 4 boons. He has Fleets, 2 plus Armor Save, a 1 plus 2 is ballistic skill, and the Crusader special rule. While my Lord has the Eternal Warrior special rule. And I also have, there's some guys in there. I also have a Helldrake. So that's my list, 1860. Now the Tyranids.
Okay, for the Tyranids, I have 30 Termagants here, 2 Thropes, Venom Thropes, right here, give cover saves. This is a group of 20 Hormagaunts. There's another group of 20 Hormagaunts behind this building. It's all clumped together. My Warlord is this Flying Hive Tyrant, and he has Paraxium and Psychic Scream. This Tyrant has the Dominion and Psychic Scream, and I have a group of 3 warriors. One guy has a long range a gun, the other guys just have Psychic Talons. I have 2 Hive Guard with Impaler Cannons. Right here, this is a Termagon, and yeah, he's just a Termagon. He's a troop though. Up here's the Exocrine.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting up there in cover. In reserve, I have 2 Trygons that are just waiting to come in. And as far as my Warlord trait, I just have the option of making it or not making it night fighting. And I'm going to make it night fighting. And we are playing the Relic. We didn't say that already. This is the Relic right there. And I'm going first. Obviously, you can steal initiatives.
And my Warlord trait was any models within 3 inches of the objective. I reroll 1s to hit them. 12 inches. My Warlord is the Chaos Lord on bike. And also I have 3 Obliterators. That's also my supports in there. So now I'm going into turn 1. I'll try to seize.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through moving and running phase. Over here, start here and go that way. The Termagants moved 6, ran 5. They're just occupying this area. Venom Thropes moved up 6 inches. This Termagon moved up 6 inches. These Hormagants moved up 6, and then with their running abilities, they went up 7. Obviously, they couldn't capture that, but they went up a total of 13 inches. Over here, my Hive Tyrant flew this way, 24 inches. He's flying. He was able to get Dominion off. This Hive Tyrant moved over 12 inches. He's flying, and everything was very low distance for his psychic ability, so he didn't do anything. The Termagon didn't spawn, and with that, I'm going to go into shooting, and we'll see what happens. Okay, end of the Tyranid's turn. I was able to shoot, had 4 penetrations on that, but he was able to save 2 of them, so he's got 1 hull point left.
And I'm shaking.
And he's shaking, and that's really all I did. Obviously, he did a lot of cover saves and good rolls.
Night fighting. Alright, so I'm going into turn 1 of Chaos. Alright, so I moved. My turn. Move this guy up, move these guys to the side, Rhino up, those Rhinos up 12 inches. Psychic powers, put Hallucination on them, and I rolled You're a Traitor. 9 of them died because they hit each other, and then I put Terrify on them, and they fell back. They fell back 5 inches, but they'll be back since they will be open Synapse next time. Well, actually, no. Well, if they lose Fearless, but yeah, they'll still be able to regroup. Yeah. And so yeah, everyone's moved up. So now I'm just shooting. And in my shooting phase, shot everyone at the hive time, and I was able to kill him. Yeah, the final wound was when he fell down. When he fell there and took that strength 9 hit, he died because of that. So, going into Tyranids, turn 2, the reserves will be coming in, and we'll be back with that.
Okay, start over here again. Move these guys up 6 inches. Move this guy 6 inches. Both of these, he went that way 6 inches. These regrouped, moved up 3 inches. I spawned 12 of these, and they Termagants. They moved 6, and then they were spawned out 6, they moved 6, and they were able to grab that. The guy without no hands, he has captured it. I brought both of these in. I wanted to bring him in right here. He shifted back this way. The other Trygon shifted over there. I brought these 2 Hive Guard down here, and this guy moved up 2 inches. And I'm going to go into the shooting phase now. Oh, one other thing. This remaining Hive Tyrant moved that way. He's flying, and he's about ready to shoot now. Okay, in shooting, 12 of these Termagants were able to shoot, and there's only 4 of the original 10 cultists over there. These Termagants shot at the other group of 10 and took them down to only 3. Over here, this Trygon couldn't hurt the big monolith fiend, so he went ahead and shot and killed the last 3 of those cultists. Over here, a combination of the Hive Guard, this Trygon, shot at this Rhino and was able to make it explode. This Flying Hive Tyrant shot and killed 2 of these Chaos Space Marines here, and the Exocrine shot and immobilized. Took 3 hull points away from this, so those guys spilled out. So that is the end of my turn. We'll go into the turn of the Chaos Space Marine.
Alright, so on my turn I moved these guys up a little bit, get in range of some guys, but these they stayed still. Bikes moved out. Rhino moved up, dropped out them Plague Marines, but Night Lord looking guys, but they're Plague Marines. Guys shuffled around a bit. This guy moved up to get an easy charge if I need to be. These guys popped out of the building to shoot. And I cast some Psychic Powers, cast Hallucination on those guys, and Terrify on these guys, so these guys don't have Fearless anymore, so I'm going to take those guys out. And, yeah, so now let's go into shooting. And the Helldrake's not coming on, like always. Alright, so on my, I to recap my movement phase. So shooting and assault. Since assault was really not much happened. Shooting took out the Trygon, and I made these guys flee since they lost their Fearless and they dropped the Relic there. Tried to put some shots in the Flying Hive Tyrant, but nothing happened. Assault, this guy made it into assault, killed 2 guys, and they're stuck there since they're Fearless because they're within Synapse. And so now going into Tyranids turn 2.
Okay, movement phase is over. I went ahead and spawned 9 more Termagants. They did jump up. They were able to capture the Relic there. The guy with no hands has it. And these Hormagants ran in front, so there's a line here. This is another group of Hormagants up in front of the Termagants. This group of Termagants, or Hormagants back here, are actually continuation Termagants. I ran out. Over here, this other smaller group, they came back. Their 3-inch consolidation move. These Hive Guard moved over 6 inches to try to get a shot at those Space Marines. Over here, this guy did a Psychic Power. He was able to make all his invulnerable saves. Over here, this Trygon moved up 6 inches. Everyone else pretty much stayed where they were, except for these Venom Thropes. They kind of moved up a little bit. And then these guys, the Hormagants, were behind here. They jumped up over here. And at this point, we're going to go into shooting. I'm going to do some damage. into the Tyranid shooting. I did go ahead and shoot with my Hive Guard. I'll start over here first, and shot and took out one little Chaos Space Marine over here. I chose not to shoot him because I wanted to not take away his assault range. These Termagants shot. I don't think they did anything against there. The big thing that happened is, well, I did shoot with the Exocrine and took out 1 and 1 from both of these groups. And these, this Trygon shot and killed 3 guys over there, the Hive Tyrant. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and do my charges, and we'll see what happens. Okay, in assault, my Trygon killed the 1 Space Marine over there, the Sergeant, and I charged with my Hormagaunts. Was not able to do anything. He killed 5 of my guys because it went first. I was charging through cover. So that's the end of my turn, and it's turn 4.
So in the movement phase, I cast while in assault, I could cast maledictions. I cast a malediction on the Hormagaunts in assault, terrify. They failed their leadership and they fell back. So I'm out of that combat. And everyone moved up. And yeah, we're probably gonna try to take out this Hive Tyrant. Be back in the shooting phase. And once again, like usual, Helldrake did not come on. Did shooting and assault since assault was fast. Shooting, killed the Hive Tyrant, killed a couple Termagants, and killed those last 3 Hormagaunts that were falling back. They dropped the Relic again. And assault, I killed 2 more Termagants from here. So, yeah. And, going into, Tyranid's turn 4.
Okay, I went ahead and moved the Hormagaunts up. I actually have to have that, I don't want to run because I want to charge. Move the Venomthropes up, move these guys up 6, move this over 6. This guy here, he can't spawn anymore. Warriors moved up 6. Those guys grabbed the Relic. The other group was right there. Hive Guard went there 6 inches. This moved right there so he could get into charge. And that's really it. They're still hopelessly charged there, assault. And to shooting. Okay, in the combat, I was not able to kill anything. He made all his invulnerable saves there. He didn't put anything on me, though. Over here, I was able to kill one of the bikes and took a wound away from that big guy, and he killed 2 of my people. So, that is the end of the turn. It's turn 4 for the chaos.
So, as usual, the Helldrake only came on because the rules said it has to come on this turn. Helldrake's on. Moved up, did Terrify on the guy, and he's out of combat. Failed his leadership, he's falling back to regroup. Guys moved up here, ready to charge, most likely. Stayed there. Cultish jumped in the Rhino, and they moved up, and I just turbo boosted it too, so it's all the way up there. And, so yeah, going to shooting and assaults. Alright, in charges, this guy's of course still locked here. Plague Marine guys, Night Lord guys assaulted the Hormagaunts, and 1,000 Suns assaulted that 1 Termagant holding the Relic. So we'll see what happens. And then also in shooting, let's go what happened there. Helldrake killed all but that last Termagant holding the Relic, which was Flamer. These guys did Twin League Plasma Guns into this guy. He has 2 wounds left. And Trygon, yes, the Trygon. And that's all I did for shooting. So now, yeah, that's all I did for shooting. And now going into assault. Alright. So here, 3 guys were killed by the Mauler Fiend. Over here, a bunch of guys died. Killed the Hormagaunts. I killed that last Termagant with 1,000 Suns. They stayed there. And yeah, so now going into top of 5.
Okay, I went ahead and poured all my fire, everything into those group of Chaos Space Marines there. I was able to kill 3, combination of the Exocrine, the Trygon, and these warriors that shot at them. The Hive Guard actually shot and took 1 hull point away from this. Could not make it explode, but he lost 1 hull point. And I'm going to go ahead and try to assault that one pig. Is that your Warlord? Interesting. Okay, in shooting I was able to kill 2. Oh no, I killed 3 of those guys, and then in assault, got into assault from both sides here, and there's a challenge, and
epic battle arises in the literally middle of the field, right next to the Relic. The Sorcerer is going to try to force weapon the Trygon to death.
Okay, so we'll tell you what happens when we come back. Okay, in combat, his force weapon killed my 6 wounded, unharmed creature. He just died instantaneously. Over here, luckily, I was able to kill his guy on the bike. He rolled 2 1s. He died. Over here, this guy, since my Synapse creature was killed, they had no Synapse abilities, and they just ran down. He stomped to death. That's the end of the turn, and we're going to roll to see if the game ends.
Alright, so this guy moved up. Rhino came over here, dropped his guys over there. Turbo boosted 2 as well, just even though it's not my movement, shooting phase, whatever. This guy moved over. He's going to hit those guys with his drive-by, I don't know what it's called. He swoops by and hits people with whatever. He's going to do that on the Tyranids. Obliterators moved up. These are still assaults.
Smash.
Something like that. Alright. Shooting phase happened was kill all those Tyranids with the movement over from the Helldrake and the fire, whooping out the flamer. And then the Obliterators insta-killed 2 warriors. Tried to assault, didn't make it. This guy assaulted in here and made it. And that's what's going to happen now. So we'll go into that assault. An assault. Oh jeez. This guy force weaponed another monstrous creature. Wasn't killed by him in assault, and force weaponed him. 2nd time. Here, because the Hormigons were still in range of Synapse, they didn't run, so I'm still locked in combat here. This guy's out, he's going to consolidate. But yes, this was all the Sorcerer's plan. Let that Chaos Lord die, everything. Chaos. Alright. Alright, let's roll to see if this game ends. No one's captured any objectives. The game goes on. Alright, be back with units turn 6.
Okay, making my final push, last gasp effort, down to like 4 models. Moved up my Hive Guard, moved up this warrior who's capturing, and moved up those venom throats right there. This guy's going to stand still so he can get a better ballistic skill. And I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot and kill this sorcerer that's killed 2 of my monstrous creatures. Okay, end of assault. In assault, well, I don't know how. He lost 1 wound in shooting, I think, but in assault, I lost all my wounds. I have 1 wound left there. And over here, I was able to kill 1 of the Noise Marines, and I lost 2 Plague Marines. Okay, I lost 2 of those Hormigons. So we're going into the bottom of turn 6.
Alright, in shooting, all I did was just kill that warrior. So that's the last troop. Now we're going to try to just go into assault, finish off the last of the Tyranids. Alright, so at the end of the game we rolled it. It's over. It's basically a chaos victory. Then the assault was able to kill this Hive Guard, kill the last of the Hormigons. But I got First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker. While Volander got Slay the Warlord. That's it. Well, did capture the Relic like a bunch of times. But I was just able to my whole strategy was to hold you off the objective. You would capture it, but then I would just blow you off. When you capture it, then you would blow me off.
The whole thing that won you the game was that Terrify. Every time I would like hold up your troops, hold up your people, you just make a
leadership test. You would fall back.
And they just fall away, and then like that's what killed my Hive Tyrant, because I figured, oh, you're in combat, so you can't assault me. But then you made my guy.
Well, I mean, that's not what killed that Hive Tyrant, but yeah.
No, but because they wouldn't have been able to hurt him because they were locked in combat.
Yeah.
The people locked in combat fell back, terrified, and then my person was there just ready, right for the ticket with your 83 guns.
Yeah. Well, it was a pretty, like, with me insta-killing those, especially that Trygon with him was a really big deal. And then killing that guy, he was definitely MVP, that one Sorcerer.
Yeah, I was just happy I killed him. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, if the Trygon would have just captured that, it would have been a different idea.
Yeah, I was able to just bring the right guns at the right time. For the right reasons.
Okay, so the Tyranids first loss after the new codex.
Yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more videos. And yeah.